אוקיי, בוא נראה אם זה עובד. תמיד אני עושה את זה ככה בשביל לברר את המצב של טסטים, כי אני לא יודע מה הולך לקרות, אני באמת לא יודע מה הולך לקרות. אבל היי, מה המצב? זה עובד, יופי. לקח למישהו יותר מדי זמן ממה שהייתי רוצה להתוודות, להפעיל את המיקרופון. אבל כן, whatever. אני, כאילו, obviously אנחנו ניכנס ל-investigations בקרוב. אבל, כמו ליטרלי השם של הפרק זה investigations. אבל, כן. בתור זה שזה ליטרלי גם ה-investigations collection. באמת אישית ה-investigations collection לפי ניסיון. היה דווקא פחות בעייתי מבחינת הלייבים מאשר מ-Apollo Justice Trilogy. אז כן. בוא ננסה לראות אם הכל עובד. אצלי, משום אצלי היה קצת נמוך. אבל בצד אחר גם כל המשחק בכל מקרה הוא נמוך. אוקיי. פעם קודמת! כן, סיימנו קייס שלם! שזה אינסיין. מבחינת פרוגרס, סוף כל סוף סיימתי אפיסוד 4. הנה, זה ג'יזוס. כן! אין לי כזה בעיה ממה שאני רואה פה. הכל עובד פרפקט שאני שמח במקרה הזה, כי בדרך כלל זה לא עושה לי בעיות, אבל ה-Investigations Collection נוטה לא לעשות לי בעיות מבחינת סטארט-אפ. אז בואי, אני לא יודע בכלל מה אני מנסה לעשות. כאילו, האם כדאי להמשיך גרייט אייס, לעשות דואל דסטיניז אפיסוד 4, כי הגיע הזמן שזה יסתדר עכשיו רגיל, או לעשות את זה, והחלטתי לעשות את זה. להתחיל צ'פטר חדש במקום לסיים ישנים, כי I don't give a fuck about myself. אז יאללה, בוא נתחיל. Turn on the blaze! בוי. זה הפרק, זה הצ'פטר האחרון ב-Investigations 1, נכון? כן, זה הפרק האחרון ב-Investigations 1. אז יאללה, בוא נהנה, let's go! אפיסוד 5, Turn on the blaze. Ooh. 2 cards. One of the black raven and one of the white raven. A country torn in two. One. The truth will reveal itself. What the fuck? Yeah, there goes. Music. Oh. Accursed yet aggressive. K.U. That was earlier. Okay. חזרה למשרד, כאילו שום דבר לא קרה. 14 למרץ, 10:17 בבוקר, ה-High Prosecutor's Office, Room 1202. בוי. ממה שאני זוכר קודם, זה כאילו עכשיו הולך להיות הכל על גבי הכל. מבחינת conclusion. Obviously, כי זה ה-final chapter של זה ה-final episode של הסטורי. אז, let's go. It's so nice, almost dreamlike, to finally have the chance to relax and sip some tea. Especially after what a whirlwind the past few days have been. On my return flight, I was dragged into a case involving an Interpol agent's murder. The next day, I investigated a kidnapping and a murder at the Gatorland theme park. And later that night, a detective's dead body welcomed me back to my office. Along with a thief who was out to pilfer files related to a case from 10 years ago. אני מנסה להבין את הטיימליין, מה זה 10 years ago פה? How did I manage to find myself inside, in the middle of so many cases back to back? רגע, לא! Oh my god. בת כמה הייתה קיי? קודם? כי אם ככה, זה אומר ש10 years ago זה כנראה היה גרוסו. Oh boy. Well, at least I have today. All I ask is that I be allowed to spend it quietly. Mr. Edgeworth! This is big! Big, I tell you! Hey, what's wrong with you? Where's your enthusiasm? And suddenly, the phrase fragility of dreams come to mind. What are you talking about? Fragile dreams? Come on, let's go! The Vicky DeGrasse isn't going to find herself, you know? Well, if you must to know, it's possible that I was paid a visit last night by your fake. Say what? כן, בגלל קייס אחד קורה, הוא הכי מאוחר פה, אז זה קורה לפני קייס 4. סליחה, לא קייס 4, קייס 5. קייס 4 הוא literally flashback. אז כן, interesting. Unfortunately for us, the thief managed to escape. But even now, we're still looking for this criminal. However, I must warn you that we've only had a few hours to search so far. So I must insist that you be patient on this one, Kay. What's with you today? Are you sure you aren't sleep talking to me right now? Anyway, I've got something much more important that I want you to see. And that is... Ma. Oh! Take a look at this! On March 14th, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. That's quite a bold declaration to send to an embassy. I got a card sent to the embassy. Oh my god, לא שוב! I suppose it was inevitable that a newspaper would catch a wind of this. אוקיי, אז יש קלף. אוקיי, זה דווקא אינטרסטינג, כי זה גורם לי לחשוב. אני לא זוכר בדיוק מה היה הצבע של הקלף, אבל נראה שיש שני קלפים. אחד, ציפור שחור עם background לבן כמו פה, והשני ציפור לבנה עם background שחור. זה ממש אינטרסטינג בעיניי. The day that card mentioned is today. Today, huh? Come on, we've got to hurry. The embassy waits. I suppose it is quite an urgent matter. However, do you know which country's embassy we should be investigating? Well, it's some really special country, and I'm actually really fuzzy on the details. Oh my god, Kay! Completely useless! But never mind that! Where's all your energy? Why are you so lackadaisical? מה זה? מה זה המילה הזאתי? Why are you so lackadaisical today? I'm not, Kay. You're just too wound up. Well, then you should get too wound up too. Because this might be our chance to catch that woman. You mean Miss You? The woman who killed Kay's father burned further 7 years ago. Callisto can. Callisto Hugh. She claimed to be the great thief Yadagrasu. And then disappeared from the courtroom. She makes me so mad, that phony. Everyone knows that the real Yadagrasu would never send something like a calling card. Until a company's underhanded dealings are made public. The target is always totally unaware that Yadagrasu has paid them a visit. Oh. That's what makes the real Yadagrasu so awesome. The Yadagrasu's card that's shown in this article. It looks to me as though it could be genuine. See? That's the thing. Whoever it is, that person isn't the real deal, but has knowledge of the Yadagrasu. If this isn't the clue to that woman's involved, then nothing is. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Out the door you go. Wait. There are a few preparations I must make before we go. There's something interesting about this car we found last night here in my office. כן, זה הצבעים הפוכים, זה הרגע זה מה שדיברתי עליו קודם. על פי בסיס על האינטרו, אוקיי. It's of a different color than the one in the article, which makes me wonder why. What's up? Any reason why you're boring a hole for the newspaper with your eyes? הקלף הוא שונה. No. No reason at all. Very well. Seeing as how Miss You is also someone of a special nature to me, I agree there is some merit to be found in investigating this. I knew you'd come around. אבל איזה embassy? Oh, what the fuck? 10 במרץ, 5 בערב. Theatrum Neutralis? Neutral Theater? זה רוצה להגיד פה, what the fuck? Oh. Oh my god. Oh, no, רגע. Stop! Oh my god, but am I still samurai? Stop! תן לעשות את זה! מאיפה מה still samurai? What the fuck? Stop! רגע, hold on, מה זה? By the light of this night's glorious moon, we are ready. Ready to embark our night outing. And this is where our tale begins. Ta-da-da. What a coincidence. Who could have thought that a Steel Samurai stage show would ever be held at such an elegant theater inside a foreign embassy? Kind of interesting. אני לא ציפיתי בכלל a Steel Samurai, what the fuck? Yeah, the climax was really awesome. Steel Samurai, Sushi Slash. got chills down my spine when he pulled that move out. I suppose it really is more impactful to watch a show in person than on television. I have to say though, this embassy is set up kind of funny. I mean, they have two countries sharing the same building. Global Studios! I love Vicky World Hotel! Oh boy. Well, as you said yourself, this place and the countries it houses are very special. Even this theater is special in that it is a neutral zone shared by the two countries. So let me get this straight. The Steel Samurai show just now is being sponsored by one of the two countries? למה בהכרח אחד? זה יכול להיות שניהם. The one that's called the Kingdom of Alabast, right? The fuck? Yes. It would appear that the Steel Samurai is very popular in that country as well. Seems that way. But you know who I'm really into? The German ninja. Oh my god. My yes boy must Steel Samurai by a German ninja. לבד להעניק סמוראי כי הוא guilty as fuck. אבל עדיין, seriously? No. The Republic of Babal is sponsoring a German Ninja Stage show. Oh, זה literally קרב בין שני studios again. Oh boy. That's something for fangirls like me. We've totally gotta see that too, Mr. Edgeworth. A German Ninja show is gonna kick the Steel Samurai show's rear end. You know, ever since I've met this girl, I've always had this inkling. Oh! Wow, okay. אשכרה יש מידע על ברן וקליסטו. עכשיו, ו-K. He's on a trail of her father's killer. I always had this inkling that what she really wants to be is not a thief, but rather a ninja. So, anyway, about today's event. What's it called again? The Kingdom of Alabast versus the Republic of Babel Goodwill Jubilee. What? Okay. שנייה. לי קשה באמת עם הנונסנס הזה. אני מנסה להבין פה מה זה הנונסנס הזה. The small European countries of the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babel. אוקיי, אני חייב באמת לעשות פה אינטרג'קשן, כי באבל? ככה? אני די בטוח שזה איך שרושמים בבל. אני די בטוח שככה רושמים בבל, ואם לא ככה בדיוק, אז קרוב לזה. שזה ישר מזכיר לי מגדל בבל. אבל אז יש אלבאסט שכאילו... עכשיו אני חייב להבין בפוליטיקה, לא אם ישמור. these two countries used to be a single entity that was abundant with nature. And it was called the Principality of Codopia. הקודופיאן אמבסי. זה התפרק? הקודופיאן אמבסי התפרק בין קייס 4 לבין עכשיו? Is everything alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I'm alright. Moving on. After a period of civil unrest, the country split in two, though signs of the past remain. For example, their flags preserve the flower and the butterfly motifs to this day. Codopia, huh? The KG-8 incident, and what was referred to as the second KG-8 incident, in which an embassy staff member was murdered. Both of these cases were related to the Principality of Codopia. In the 7 years that have passed, the country may have split in two. However, the Aldegrasso still sent a calling card here. What could it all mean? ממש מעניין! Hey, dwarf! I know you're thinking about something. Oh, excuse me. What were we talking about again? If you could please stop spacing out on me. Anyway, we were talking about the Alabaster versus Babel Goodwill Jubilee. The two countries have had a pretty bad relationship with each other. But supposedly, they've been trying really hard to make up recently. That's why they decided to hold this event. If that's the case, then why the verses? Also, both countries claim to own the real Primidoc statue, a national treasure to both. Okay. זה פשוט מכניס אותי לפוליטיקה, סורי, זה פשוט מכניס אותי לכל הדבר הזה לפוליטיקה. זה אמור להיות הדבר הזה של פלסטין נגד ישראל, אני אשכרה רציני פה. אני באמת רציני פה, אני לא צוחק. זה אמור להיות פלסטין נגד ישראל, זה מה שקורה פה. מצטער שאני נכנס לנושא פוליטי, אבל כל זה מרגיש לי כאילו זה קשור בעצם לישראל בצורה אחת או אחרת, או לפחות inspired, על ידי הקונפליקט של הערבים נגד היהודים. סורי, אני בדרך כלל לא ניגש לפוליטיקה בערוץ הזה, אבל אני באמת לא יכול להתעלם מזה. במיוחד שזה קצת עולה לי בראש. בגלל ששביעי לאוקטובר, שכן, טכנית עבר 1.5 שנה, אבל איך אומרים את זה? ה-consequences עדיין מורגשים עד עכשיו. אז fuck off. They're planning to have them publicly evacuated today. Evaluated today. To see which one's the real deal. Okay, may I need to remind you to take care and not succumb to your thieving desires. Well, if it comes to treasure, can't help myself. You know that. You'd better be saying that in jest. Hey, I can read your body language, you know. And you've got all wrong. Look, I'm here to do some investigating. Investigating, I tell you. I know. And although we don't know if the Aldegrasso will really make an appearance, I suppose we should still spend some time examining this place. Oh! La, what the fuck? Oh, the question. La, amata sapo! Global Studio. Is anyone in Gaywar Land Hotel? Manya mula sa po investigating. Is the investigation mula sa po? Hindi lang ako ito may fucking wala. Ano ba naman? Cameraman. Okay. Come on, big scoop. Hey, mister. I don't but no way. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I seem to remember this woman from somewhere. Yet my instincts are directing me not to engage in conversation with her. Perhaps it would be best if I left her alone. Okay, bye, Lota. Examine הדלת! לא יכול אפילו לצאת מפה. The national flag of the Republic of Babel is on display here. The crest on it features a butterfly. It's really rare to see a national flag featuring an animal on it. Not really. I can list at least a few off for you that at least a few off for you that do. Oh. About it, okay. Then are there any flags with really chick things on them? Chick things? That's pretty vague, Kay. Although, by my definition, there aren't really any flags that feature a chick object. Aww, that's too bad! Because if there was, I was thinking about stealing it. Oh my god! And what exactly would you do with a stolen national flag, Kay? Is that Alabast? The national flag of the Kingdom of Alabast is on display here. The crest on it features a flower. Owls and butterflies are kind of rare motifs for flags, don't you think? Well, when they used to be Cadupia, the government used to take pride in its land. The citizens also loved the rich, bountiful nature all around them, thus the design. Hey, if the Steel Samurai got popular enough, do you think they would put him under a flag? Are you in your right mind, Kay? Or maybe the Jammy Ninja would make for a better candidate? Don't make me laugh. Only the Steel Samurai deserves such an honor. Oh my god, Miles. There are pamphlets about the two embassies here on this table. Oh! אוקיי, אז זה כן אשכרה מחולק בשתיים, ואז זה פשוט נמצא כאזור אמצעי, ניטרלי. Interesting. It still looks weird to me. The country split into two a few years back. And they've shared the building and its grounds 50-50 ever since. Oh? I guess it's because they don't have the money to build two separate ones, huh? I should think that's not the reason, Kay. I suppose I'll just help myself to one of these. Here's a dovka. Oh! What is all this hubbub? Ah! Hey, look! It's still some oil on our shoe. And he's got his son, the Iron Infant, with him. Oh. Okay. The fuck? Hello? Got the bell? May I speak with you for a second? It's the Steel Samurai. Miles? Mr. Edgeworth, what are you glaring at him for? Please excuse me. It's just that I've never seen a superhero up close before. Oh. Looks like he's written something down for you. To Edgeworth from Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of near all Tokyo. Wow, an autograph! Pretty cool that you got one, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? נו, מה יעשה כדי? אתה פשוט מעריץ. היית ככה מאייס אטרני אחד, אל תשקר. Mr. Steel Samurai, Ambassador Alba is waiting for you. And now we have the Steel Samurai who will proceed to the Kingdom of Alabas to shake hands with the ambassador. The Steel Samurai isn't here for the two countries tonight, but rather it can be fought as a goodwill ambassador of our own from our country as well. There he goes, off to spread goodwill to the world. Seriously? Married man of near old Tokyo. זה היה שם רק אוטוגרף? אין לך מאחורה? לפחות יש את זה. יש שניים. Both countries have Pimdak statue, which are national treasures for each country. They each also possess the three finely crafted knives. אוי לא. Kingdom of Alabama still produces very luxurious Ethiopian paper, which renewed for its extremely high quality. Replica Babel is a sole production of Bubbly's ink, which made from with crystal. It is also known to generously offer coupons. אני לא בנוגע לזה, possess set of 3 finely crafted knives. ואז יש את הבת, שזה הדבר היחיד שאני יכול לראות בפרי. אומייגאד. מיילס? מה קרה עם הבאג'? לא נראה לי שאף פעם הסתכלתי על זה דווקא בפרידי. אבל בוא נמשיך. He really does seem like a goodwill ambassador, doesn't he? Okay, we're ready for the next segment now. Cue camera. In just a few seconds, the Jammy Ninja stage show is set to begin. After the show, the Jammy Ninja will enter the Republic of Babel. He's set to meet with the Ambassador of Babel at that time. Ah! The Jammy Ninja show is about to start. We gotta get back to our seats. Incredibly, I don't have much interest in ninjas. Oh my god, Miles! The pursuit bias the Steel Samurai! Well, this show will change your mind! Come on, we have to hurry! If we miss even a second of the Jammy Ninja's awesome playing, I'll never forgive you! I suppose you're not about to give me much of a choice here, are you, Kay? I could listen to that a ninja marked for Dev's lullaby song all day. It's superb playing, and that sad melody really brought a tear to my eye. רגע, איך זה בכלל אפשרי? שנייה, איך זה בכלל אפשרי? אני די בטוח שאם כן יש לסטיר סמוראי זה לא יכול להיות וויל פאוורס. והג'אמי נינג'ה הוא פאקינג מת! הניקו סמוראי הפסיק פרודקשן בגלל שהוא ליטרלי היה רוצח מהאנגארד, אבל הווקטום שלו היה ג'אמי נינג'ה. החליפו האקטורים? לא באמת יצא לי לחשוב על זה, אבל אם משווים את זה ל... Tell about Samurai ו-Farewell, אז שני הקרקטרס האלה לא קיימים יותר. His heart-wrenching voice. Now that's the German ninja's greatest weapon. לא, יש לו bias על הסטיל סמוראי. There's pieces of German ninja's merchandise over there. I've got to have them. I especially want the hair sticks they're selling exclusively at these shows. They're exactly like the ones the heroine, Princess Misora, wears in her hair. Ma? Me? Anyway, hold it right there, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? You're thinking of going home, aren't you? Well, it doesn't seem like the other Garasu will be making an appearance tonight. Most likely it was simply a prank. No way! I just know the other Garasu will show. But I thought you said the other Garasu doesn't send calling cards. Yeah, I did. But I figured from the very beginning that this would wind up being a wild goose chase. But that card she sent was a genuine fake calling card. A genuine fake. Well, how can I word this? The Adakarasu's mark that's on the ceiling card, on the calling card, is exactly the same as my mark. Get it now? We've got a problem. Okay. What's going to start? Hold on. The Adakarasu's responded alabast. What? You heard that, Mr. Edgeworth? Ha! So you finally decided to show yourself, you phony! Hey, what gives? I'm sorry, but I will need to search you before you may enter. What the? Hey, this samurai just walked straight on through without one. If you don't hurry up and let me through, my phony is going to escape. K, a country's embassy is considered to be a part of the country itself. If you don't go through the proper procedures to enter the country... Mr. Edgeworth! I'm going to enter through Babel and climb over the wall into Alabast!
Hold it!
Oh my god! Would you tell the prosecutor straight out that you intend to illegally enter another... Kay! Are you listening to me? Kay Faraday, I'm coming through! Yes, and welcome. Someone stop her! Anyone! Oh my god! What the fuck? Whoa. Shush, I missed the open air stage. Site safety starts here. This building site is dangerous. Parents are advised to warn children of the dangers and consequences of entering and playing on this site. Strictly no admittance to unauthorized personnel. Safety helmets, boots, and high-vis vests must be worn at all times. Officers and drivers must report to the site office. Kay, where are you? Don't tell me you really did find some way over this fence. Ah! Whoa. Fire! This is too big for us to handle. Looks like the girls came to battle too. You accursed Yalagarasu! Kay! You better be alright. Wherever you are. Oh! מה קורה פה? ב-10 במאות 645 Barbalis Embassy Secretariat's office. What the fuck? I told you it wasn't me! Hey, Sheena.
Hold it!
Kay, are you alright? Do I look alright to you? Now, can you do something about this woman? Mr. Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe, what is the meaning of this? Well, sir, it's, this. Well. Jeez. The Manny coaching? The coaching? It wasn't me! He was already dead when I ran in here, hot on the heels of the fake Yalagrasso. Look, I only came in here because I saw a suspicious person at the open air stage. A suspicious person? A long black coat and a hood over their head. I dare you to tell me that's not suspicious. When I saw that person, I immediately thought that they must be the fake Yalagrasso. So I chased after them into the embassy and then into here, and I lost sight of them. I just know that person is the one who did it. Oh my god, man, that's the Sheena. Oh boy. Why are you so worried, Top Hoover? There's no reason for you to be this loud. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're Agent Lang's secretary. Sheena, I believe your name is, correct? And if you're making an arrest, I assume you have evidence that it was Kay who committed the crime. Is that also correct? מה שהכי מפתיע אותי כאן שראיתי, גרפה שאי אפשר להראות את זה עוד פעם, התמונה של קואוצ'ן, או לפחות אני מנחש שזה קואוצ'ן, אני לא יודע מי זה, היה לו את המפתח של יד הגרסו בתיק, בצורת מפתח. אז זה אינטרסטינג. אבל יש גם סכין אחר בצד. You refuse to answer? I don't need to answer. You're merely a prosecutor in this country, meaning you have no investigative authority. Hey, pal! Just what the heck does what you just said mean? If it happened here, it's under Mr. Edgeworth's jurisdiction. The end. And seeing as how this building is sitting on our soil, we can investigate wherever we'd like. Unfortunately, Detective, embassies are a different matter. This office is considered to be a part of the Republic of Babel, which means that anything that happens in here defaults to the control of the Babylonese government and Babalese law, giving them exclusive extraterritorial rights. What? What's that? Extraterritorial rights? Sir, do you really believe that the truth is out there? Basically, our laws do not apply inside the embassy of another country. That's what was agreed to by our respective governments. Zeba! Masa extraterritorial rights bullshit as a... The fuck? Oh my god. Our authority to investigate was effectively nullified the second we entered this place. Which means we can do little here in this situation. No way, sir! Please leave this matter in Interpol's hands and go home. Mr. Edgeworth. Hey! Mr. Edgeworth! Huh? Missing. Oh! Oh god! Okay. In that case, allow me to join your investigation. Miss Von Karma! Ah! Hey, Fanny! Ambassador Paleno, I truly appreciate you allowing me to join the investigation. It's really nothing. Many was my secretariat, so of course I want to help you as much as I can. In fact, it's a blessing that Interpol agents were able to make it so quickly. As a can coaching! As a can coaching! Can coaching! Corias Palino? Best of Balabas who will do absolutely anything for the country's tourism industry. Francesca, Sheena, Gumshoe, Coachin. Apparently was a good man. Okay. Francisca. Well, I never imagined that I would meet you here of all places. This is an embassy, meaning that you have no authority to conduct.
Hold it!
Already? What is it? Ambassador Paleno. And you are? I'm Miles Edgeworth, public prosecutor. Would you please allow me to investigate this case as Miss Von Karma's assistant? Assistant? Miles? What the heck do you think you're... Please, I implore you, Ambassador Paleno. Very well, I'll be counting on you two. Miss Von Karma and Mr. Edgeworth. What did you mean by you'll be Miss Von Karma's assistant? I don't exactly have a choice, do I, detective? If I don't become Francisca's assistant, I can't participate in this investigation. There you go again, running at the mouth with that aloof expression on your face. Francisca, please. I don't know what you're planning quite yet. But at least I do know one thing. That you are now my subordinate. Classic. Just remember that my whip is always ready to wake you, should you have a brain lapse. Of course. I'll keep that in mind. if you are done playing games... Right, let's begin the investigation. Perfect! By the way, Detective, I suppose it's a bit late to be asking, but why are you here? Well, better late than never, I guess, sir. I was placed on guard duty of the Babalese embassy today. And why are our police guarding an embassy? Well, on account of the card they got from the El Grasso. They called us up and asked for help, sir. Oh, and because we've been searching for the El Grasso these past 7 years, it was more or less mutually beneficial agreement, if you ask me. Except for how mutually unbeneficial this has all turned out to be, I suppose. It looks like you failed to completely perform your guard duty yet again. Ah! Look forward for your next salary negotiation. Although it's out of my hands. But sir, if it gets cut anymore, I won't be able to buy even instant noodles anymore. Oh my god. bijna geen coachen. So our victim was the secretariat of this embassy, I take it? Manny Cochin. I heard that he was an admirable person. Very admirable. The cause of death is a stab to the base of his neck. Was lax in watching his back. We were fortunate that the fire missed our victim's body for the most part. If the fire had burned a bit longer, it would have made identifying him a hassle. So Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death in the middle of a raging fire. What in the world happened inside this room? I won't rest. I don't expect every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Bijna my garage There appears to be something in his pocket. This key! It can't be. Isn't this the Adegrassus key that was stolen 7 years ago? What? But that's... Huh? 7 years ago? Oh! You mean that case where I was framed, sir? Yes. It's the piece of evidence that stole the life of Kay's father 7 years ago. Which was then stolen by Callista Yu. What? The Faraday was killed with this key, sir? Oh my god. I thought it was killed with a knife. Yeah! I don't know what else. Scruffy, at the very least, try to remember the details of the crimes you were a suspect in. Francisca, as you will recall, Detective Gumshoe was not present when Miss Yu made her escape. Oh, again, huh? Plus, even among law enforcement, only a few knew of this key's existence. I doubt that a new rookie at the time would have been made privy to such knowledge. I feel like the victim right now. All trampled on, sir. I suppose I'll just have to fill you in now. המפתח שהיה לגרסו. משהו בשביל הכי רלוונטי כאן זה שיש שתי murder weapons. לא רק שיש את המפתח בצורת מפתח, אלא יש גם סכין בנפרד. זה אומר ש... משום מה יש שתי weapons. משום מה בסין הגענו למצב שבו יש שתי weapons. The secret to this key is... Oh. Oh! Wow, that's amazing, sir! It's like some kind of magic trick. I knew it. Mom. This is the same exact piece of evidence that Miss Yu took with her. I remember this beautiful pattern in the blade. I remember this as well. It's a Y motif, isn't it? שאם מדברים על קדופיה, שזה היה שילוב שבמקרה הרלוונטי כאן זה הפרחים, אז לפרחים יש ויינס. אפילו אפשר לראות שיש פרח שנראה לי שזה אלבסט. אם אני לא טועה זה אלבסט. הפרח זה היה המוטיב של אלבסט, אם אני לא טועה. כן. Yes, it looks like two interwoven vines, crisscrossing down the blade. Vines, sirs? I think it looks like a bunch of stars, if you ask me. It's one of those six-sided stars, just like the police mark on our IDs. I really don't think I can call these stars. To say that the detective's art sense is underdeveloped would be an understatement. The real question is, why was the Babalese Embassy's Secretariat holding this? While we don't know how Mr. Cochin came to possess this key, we do know that this was stolen by the Algarasso from the Cadopian Embassy. That's right. Mr. Fairley had written that fact down in his organizer. I believe this means that further research is required into the country of Cadopia. Why don't you ask Ambassador Palinio about what he knows? Supposedly, he was a candidate to be the next Cadopian ambassador once long ago. He should be able to answer any specific questions you may have. Okay. תודה רבה שיש לי את המפתח בחזרה. Is this knife the murder weapon? Some preliminary testing has been conducted. According to the results, the blood on that matches the victim's blood. The blood on that matches the victim's blood. The blade's sharp shape was also found to be consistent with the stab wound. I suppose this means that we now know that the crime was committed with this knife. This knife got some really fancy ornaments going on, huh, sir? This thing's practically screams artsy to me, too. It's artsy at me, too. Although it's also covered in blood, just like the last thing that I said was artsy. But the handle is pristine. There's not a single drop of blood on it. Speaking of the handle, I believe it has butterfly motif. It's very beautiful. Motif של הפרפר. תודה שזה הולך ללוג'יק. כן. הפרח זה אלבסט, ובאבל זה הפרפר. ויש גם את זה שאני אמרתי למעלה. It's a knife wound. ושכחתי להשתיק. Sorry. It's obvious what he was killed with. But I wonder if it's consistent with the wound. Indeed. The kid. אמרנו את זה. This man. Where do I know him from? The coach. נראה שזה קוראים קואוצ'ן. The ceiling fan must have fallen from the ceiling. Ceiling fan? What does one of those do? זה מטומטם להגיד מתי שאשכרה כן יש לי מאוורר על הקיר? כי בחדר שלי, איפה שאני עושה את זה, חם יותר מאשר מבכל מקום אחר בבית. אני לא צוחק אפילו. כשיש מזגן זה באמת ממש חם. Exactly what it sounds like it does. It's a fan that is installed on one ceiling. Well, if I had one of those in my room, I better go dizzy from staring at it as I slept. Detective Gumshoe, in the real world, we close our eyes when we sleep. That's completely useless. אפילו אני רוצה לדבר פה על הפיל שבחדר שקוראים לו שינה וקיי. Mr. Antworth, there's still something on this display rack, sir. Knives, huh? Although the blades are all that remains of them, unfortunately. I guess the handles all got burned off by the fire. So even the knives fell victim to the fire. Ambassador Polino, are these knives yours? Oh, well, yes, they are. They are a special set of ornamental knives featuring the national symbol of Babel. These butterfly-themed knives, along with Alabast's own set of knives, are comprised of 3 knives each. But I can't believe the Babylonese ones have been reduced to this state. Ornamental knives, huh? There's a small release on the tang of this blade. Ambassador Polino, what is this notch here for? Oh, that! It's a feature of these knives when you can freely exchange the handle on them. So that we can change how they look to fit the situation, of course. I see. So these knives were constructed so that then the handles could be easily removed. מניח שכן, אין שום דרך לגשת לקצה הזה שפה על האש. וגם אי אפשר כזה לחקור את השולחן בגלל קואוצ'ן, funnily enough, משל את הכספת. A small personal safe. This was Mr. Coachen's office. So perhaps he stored his most important documents in here. Ah, of course it's locked. It appears we won't be able to open it without a key. What? אני מניח נותר רק לדבר פלינו. I can't believe the money among thieves tonight. About him, I have no idea what my schedule for tonight is. Ambassador Polino, I believe your schedule tonight will consist of listening to reports from the police. That and only that. I ask you to cooperate not only for your own sake, but for Mr. Cochin's as well. Guys, animations there. You're a rather strong man, aren't you? How fascinating. Hey, I know it isn't much, but I like that. I'd like you to have these. I'm sorry, but it would be against my principles to accept a bribe. Oh, no. These are simply coupons we distribute to promote Babel. Remember, we offer a large number of discounts and offers when you visit lovely Babel. Now, remember? The Republic of Babel is known for its feverish tourism industry. Oh dear. If we were to find out our murder occurred at our embassy, the number of tourists would plummet as with our revenues. It would be a disaster. What are we going to do? He really does seem worried. Perhaps I should refrain from bringing this up. Okay. Oh, isn't that about our great embassy? Ah, how do you like our pamphlets? I feel indifferent about them, to be honest. I'm just using this as evidence. Oh, that's too bad. In that case, I guess we'll just have to try harder to make more charming ones. I just had a flash of inspiration. We should make all our pamphlets into coupon books. Well, there's expectation. Slicha. Expectations of what a coupon can do is just a tad hyperinflated. Cologne? Okay. I was wondering if you might tell me a bit about the deceased, Manny Cochin. He was my secretary, and the embassy's secretariat. אני בחיים לא צריך להגיד את זה. אפילו לא בטוח איזה מיקום זה. סקרטריאט. אני מנחש אסיסטנט לסקרטרי? אבל מצד אחר אני לא קשור לפוליטיקה. Charged with running the whole place. He was an admirable man. His death was a great loss to our country. He was in charge of everything. Accounting, printing, taking care of our national treasures. I'm sorry, but did you say printing? Our country's primary source of revenue is our tourism industry. So, in order for us to print the necessary pamphlets, flyers, coupons, etc., we had to print. We have a printing press here in our at our embassy. I see. Please excuse my forwardness, however. I feel I should mention that I have a distinct impression that I've met him before. Oh, yes! Since you're out of the legal profession, I suppose you just might have. After all, Danny was involved in the KG-8 incident. The KG-8 incident? Yeah, obviously! The defendant who was found innocent in that case was Manny. Some of it should cease. So, your Mr. Cochin is the same one as the one in that case. It's been 10 years. Manny recovered personally from that case and dove enthusiastically into this job. He was the one who planned this event and was to oversee this embassy's renovations. Really is a shame. Had such a bright future ahead of him. What exactly did you mean earlier by renovations? Can't have tourists and visitors to our embassy. Think we're a poor nation, can we? So renovating the embassy is something of an investment. We may have an apology budget, but we're trying our best to make do. However, I guess the only person who could have helped us do our best is now no longer with us. Ambassador Paulino, I was wondering if I may ask you about Cadopia. Cadopia? Right, what would you like to talk about? First, I'd like to ask you about this key. What about this key? I found it sticking out of Mr. Kochan's pocket. I believe it originally belongs to this embassy. Is that correct? Upon closer inspection, it seems that this key is shaped like a butterfly. That's not all about this key. It's also capable of changing into a knife. Oh, how fascinating! Is it possible that the ambassador didn't know about the existence of this key? It's knife formed as a flower mark at the base of the blade. Guess this knife might be from when we used to be a part of Cadopia.
Hold it!
And how did you come to that conclusion? Yes, both of Cadopia's national symbols, the butterfly and the flower. I suppose Manny used this key here at the embassy back when we were still Cadopia. Ambassador Paulino, this key was stolen from the Cadopian embassy 7 years ago. By Callista Yu, otherwise known as the Great Thief Yadagrasu. Oh, really? You were not aware that Miss Yu had broken into this embassy at that time? I'm sorry I can't be much of help. I'm not very familiar with the details, you see. I only became the ambassador after Babel became its own independent nation. But if Manny were still alive, he would probably know about what happened back then. Mr. Coach and Miss Yu knew each other 7 years ago. That doesn't explain why I found the Yadagarasu's key here in the present. Yes, sir! מעניין. אפשר גם שם ולדבר עם פרטנר זו כמעט completely useless? אפשר לחוק סעיף איילוס? אני אגלה את זה כבר בפרק הבא, אבל יש לי לוג'יק. יופי! חשבתי שזה יהיה רלוונטי, הרי יש הרי פואנטה למה יש ליד גראס הקי. ולא כזה הרבה יודעים על הסכין, אז זה משהו. We know for a fact that the Yadagarasu's key was used at this embassy. Furthermore, we found it in the victim, Mr. Kochan's pocket. Which leads me to think that perhaps it is the key to the personal safe in this office. Good thinking, sir. Let's go try it out. It appears I was correct. The key that was left to us in the victim's pocket. It literally turned out to be the key to the next piece of the truth. What do we have here? Literally clue. Hey, there's nothing inside. Different Yadagrasu made up with everything, sir? No, Detective. I believe all we need is a closer look. יש פה את זה. What is this here? It looks like the ripped corner of a piece of paper, sir. No, I don't think it's ripped. It seems more to me like it's stuck in the safe. Hey, you're right! It won't budge an inch, not even when I tug on it. I don't think I've ever seen paper stuck inside of a safe before.
Hold it!
Detective, I think you have it backwards. It's not the paper that's strange. It's the safe. כן, לפי הנייר הזה, אם זה אשכרה משהו בעיניים, אולי הבלוק הזה של הכספת, אולי יש עוד משהו בפנים? What do you mean? What I mean is that the secret of the safe is that it has two compartments. Even just eyeballing it, you can see that the inside is a bit too shallow. Furthermore, with the unnatural way the paper is stuck at the back of the safe, I would say that there is an extra bit of space behind the back wall of this safe. In other words, this safe has a second compartment. What? I suppose you are correct in asserting that the paper is stuck in an unnatural manner. However, if what you say is correct and there is a second compartment, how do we go about opening the door to it then? As you can see, there is no other lock or keyhole in sight. Actually, there is one more spot of interest to me on this safe. Oh? Yes. And I believe that spot is the keyhole to our mystery second lock. The safe and its locks. Alright then, since you're so sure of yourself, show me how you've deduced your answer. זה יהיה complete nonsense. מה שאני הולך לעשות עכשיו.
Eureka!
No way! Okay. זה היה complete nonsense, וזה עבד. Doesn't the shape of this keyhole remind you of something, Francesca? The shape? It looks very familiar. However, I believe it's simply a latch hole for the safe's lock mechanism. It's just for keeping the door shut, nothing more.
Hold it!
Is that so? The person who used the safe, Mr. Coachard, made sure this safe had two compartments in order to hide something. Do you honestly think someone like that would allow the keyhole to be the hidden half? To look so obviously like a keyhole that even the average person could figure it out? You can't be serious! Are you saying that this hole is the keyhole to the hidden compartment of the safe? That's precisely what I'm saying. And I will prove it to you right now. That the Algarasus key is the key that will open it.
Objection!
The Algarasus key! Miles Edgeworth, this had better be a very bad joke. Sorry, but this is no joke. The Algarasus key is the very key that will open the second compartment of the safe. We know that this key opens the first compartment of this safe. But the keyhole you're talking about is of an entirely different shape than that of the key. discovered this trick 7 years ago, and with it we were able to corner Miss Yu. Who would have thought that I would see this key again after all this time? What? What? What's that? Let's go over this again, shall we? The other girl's key was originally made to open Mr. Cochin's safe in the Kodopian embassy. We confirmed that fact by opening the door to his safe with it. Now let's take a look at the back end of the key. Looking at the knife portion head on, what do you see? What are you talking about? Ow! It appears you have come to understand what I'm talking about. When viewed head on, the knife's blade is the exact same shape as the keyhole. אין שום סיכוי שזה עובד! אין שום סיכוי בעולם שזה עובד! The real function of the knife portion is to act as the key to the hidden portion of the safe. But that's preposterous! Because it looks like a knife, and it was used like one to kill Mr. Faraday 7 years ago. We fell under the misconception that it was always meant to be a knife. אבל in actuality זה עוד מפתח? What? But for both the safe and its key to conceal such clever tricks, whatever is hidden inside the safe section must be of incredible importance. Then it's impossible that what I've been searching for is inside. Scruffy, hurry up and open the safe! Yeah. Yes, sir! Opening it now, sir! These items, they're... It's a bunch of funny shaped things. What? I guess they're a piece of art, huh, sirs? You're in the way! Now move, Scruffy! I didn't think I was in the way. These pieces of art! They're identical to the one David stole from various countries around the world! I figured as much. These are the treasures this section of the safe was to hide from view. I believe a more thorough examination is required. What the fuck יש פה מר קורנט, חצי דרקון, חצי אוקרינה, סתם דפים וגמל מזהב? This is the document that we thought was stuck earlier. I wonder what it's about. Beats me, sir! I thought we'd take a look at it first before we give up, Detective. Complete nonsense! Mr. Cochin's name is written here on the last page and it reads upon. I wonder what the significance of this document is. חסר שזה בורג'יניאן משום מה? These are pieces of stolen art from around the world. I wonder how much they're worth. Especially this one. A Draconima Ocarina. Scruffy! Don't touch these valuable pieces of art with your filthy hands. Why? Do you have any idea what happened to you if one of them were to break? Is it just me or did she hit one of the pieces of art just now? To build this sort of trick into one safe is really something. Yeah! It's neat how this safe has 2 compartments. What's really impressive is that at the other end of the key was another key. I totally hadn't noticed. I wonder if Mr. Kocha was just paranoid, or if he had secrets of that great of a value. Speaking of paranoid, I once sharpened both ends of my pencil. But when I went to erase something, got all paranoid I was gonna stab myself. Please refrain from dispensing your special brand of unrelated stories while on duty. Yes, sir. It appears that we found the key that the other garage soon. No. Miss Yu stole 7 years ago. Since it was originally from this embassy, maybe she came back to return it? I don't think she's the type to be so kind as to do such a thing, Detective. Okay, then what do you think, sir? Callisto, you... For what reason did she steal the key? אוקיי, זה נראה הכל פה. עדיין יש לי לוג'יק על מוטיף. Because this is a national treasure, can I ask that you please not touch it? I'm afraid that the only ones allowed to touch it are myself and the Secretariat.
Hold it!
But there is a possibility that it is related to the murder. Wouldn't you agree? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, why don't we give up for now? We could force them to let us investigate it later when we find some solid proof. I suppose I don't have a choice here. This must be one of the prima duck statue Kay was talking about earlier. That's a dope. Is it just me or does this man just look just like this two samurai? Could they be twins? Oh. אני מניח אני צריך לדבר עם שני אלה מתישהו. Kay, are you alright? You believe me, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? You don't think I did it, right? Yes, of course I don't. And I promise to prove that it wasn't you. That's enough chit-chat. You can investigate all you like, but it's only a matter of time before we take her in. It would be wise of you to not give up while you can. To give up while you can. So this is the not give up. No, I don't think so. Kay isn't lying, and my investigation will prove that to be true. Go ahead and try then, if you're that confident. I can't allow this to continue this way. I must prove her innocence post-haste. מתי רק לדבר עם פרנזיסקה? Miles Edgeworth! What is it? Let me tell you something. You're currently my subordinate. Oh my god, no show. And if you wish to convince everyone else that you will if you wish to convince everyone else of that, you will speak to me with respect. What's with the giddy glint in her eyes? I don't think that will be necessary, Francisco. Oh, really? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that you are still under me. Francisco was flying around the world in pursuit of the smuggling case. So then, why is she here at this embassy? Ah. מה הסיבה של פרנזיסקה? I was investigating at the Alabastian embassy when I got wind of this mess. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the other Rosa was due to appear at that embassy as well. Yes, but the difference is that we didn't have a fire over there. Although there was an incident at the Alabastian embassy as well. Alabastian embassy as well. But I left Agent Lang in charge of that case and came over to the Babalith embassy. Ah, so Agent Lang is here as well, huh? Oh my god, come on, voice him! I see you've met. Well, he's in the Alabastian embassy acting as bodyguard for Ambassador Alba. However, he seems to have a different reason for being there. Oh. So, the suspect in the matter that occurred in this office is that girl, I see. Is she perhaps trying to be the other girl also?
Cat would never harm a soul, sir.
Hey? You remember, do you not? About the case we investigated together 7 years ago? The girl is the daughter of the victim in that case, Mr. Faraday. So, she's that feisty little girl. Cares on the trail of the other Grasso, which is how she ended up here. Looking for the one who took her father's life. I see.
Kay's trying so hard. But you know what? The other girls just keeps on tricking us all.
How so?
The other girls are caught saying, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. All we've had is arson and murder. The lab boys are going in circles. You know what this is, sirs? It's a breach of contract, and it's going on the rap sheet.
If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that nothing was stolen tonight. I do wonder though, if Callisto really is the other Grasso. Wouldn't you mind not pointing that in my direction? It's dangerous. And anyway, why are you showing it to me? I have no particular reason. If you have no reason, don't you bring that dangerous object near me. Do you understand? She really doesn't believe it's the irony of that statement. She lets loose at that dangerous whip of hers for no reason all the time. Okay. This statue resembles that hero, the Steel Samurai, don't you think? I was thinking, how would you say to changing its name to the Steel Samurai statue? It just might attract a few more tourists to our country if I did, right? I'm not sure what to think. I thought that thing was a national treasure. יש לי 3 ואין לי שום קונקשן! או לפחות לא משהו שאני אומר זה obviously connection. המקסימום שאני יכול לעשות זה What? Okay, sure, I guess. Huh? To steal your dirtiest secret. Is it possible that the secret the other grocer was out to steal is in this very room? Dirty secret? Francisca, you're in pursuit of some dirty, underhanded dealings yourself, are you not? Something tells me that this is no coincidence. In that case, then, the person I'm looking for is here in the Babylonese embassy, huh? Ahead of the smuggling operation. I think I just might need to ask Francisca about her smuggling case in more depth. Okay. Francisca, when we last talked, you said that you were on the trail of a smuggling ring. I suppose the reason you are here right now is related to that. Yes. After analyzing the intel we've gathered from various countries, this embassy rose to the top of our list of our sites to investigate. And this is what tipped us off. This accounting document.
Oh! היה לקואוצ'ן 1 ו-3, אז זה 2.
It's only one page of the whole thing, so we're not sure about all the details. However, it's enough for us to grab onto the tail of the beast. For you see, this type of paper was made only in the Principality of Cadopia. Which means that somewhere in the countries of Alabasta and Babel is the head. The one pulling the strings behind the entire smuggling ring.
אם ככה זה אלבאסט. אם הלוג'יק זה הנייר. אם הלוג'יק זה הסוג של הנייר, אז זה חייב להיות אלבאסט. לא באבל. לא באבל. אבל משום מה לקואוצ'ן יש את זה. בכספת, שזה אינטרסטינג.
That's Francisca for you. She's amazing, pursuing this case with all she has.
I knew it!
Eureka!
I knew it!
Take a good look at these documents, Francisca. It says that there are 3 pages in total, and yet there are only 2 here. Correct. Now take a look at the smuggling activity documented in your possession. Tell me, is it not possible that your page was taken from this set of 3? Well, it looks that way. By putting our multi-part puzzle together, we seem to have arrived at an answer. And it seems that you have now found what you were looking for. Yes, and with this, it has become crystal clear that Mr. Coachman himself was responsible for the mass smuggling of Bubbly's ink. Bubbly's ink? Bubbly's ink is a special product of the Republic of Babel. However, due to a special reason, only a limited volume is ever exported.
Hold it!
And that reason is... That's classified. It's on a need-to-know basis and you don't need to know. In any case, it seems that the head of the smuggling ring was our victim, Mr. Manny Cochin. This place was in an embassy. Thus, it was hard for both our country and his to interfere, making it ideal conditions under which to run a smuggling operation. It's so frustrating. As I was to rain judgment down upon with my whip of justice. Well, even if he's dead, we still have a responsibility to look into his misdeeds. You expect me to whip a dead man? Well, I'm not interested. Franziska, you must know that Manny Kocha was the suspect in the KG-8 incident. Of course I know. On top of being at the head of the smuggling ring. There is the matter of what really happened in that case that needs to be resolved. ניתן רק את המוטיף עכשיו לבד.
That's a fireplace. Like חשבתי שזה אדרוף, אבל לא זה גם שוב. You know, it really gives this place a mansion-like quality, don't you think, sir? Oh, if these are a staple in every Babbleese house. I bet Santa Claus pays them a visit, too.
Oh my god, Santa. Just how old are you again, detective?
Sorry, but Interpol is still conducting its investigation beyond this point.
I'm a subordinate of Miss Von Karma. Is there some reason why I'm being denied access?
My superior clearly stated, don't you dare let anyone near the site. You got it? If I let to examine the site, my superior will get really angry at me. You know, Mr. Edgeworth, feel really bad for the guy. So why don't we do as he says?
Yes, I suppose we might as well.
Hey, it's another butterfly!
I believe it's a symbol of the Republic of Babel. A drawing this big on the wall of an embassy. It definitely conveys a sense of overwhelming patriotism.
Well, I've got a lot of patriotism too, sir. The reason I became a cop in the first place was because I wanted to protect our country.
You may want to, detective. However, I have yet to see the fruits of your desire.
You don't have to be so blunt about it, sir.
אפילו לא צריך להסביר יותר, זה בדיוק מה שאני חיפשתי. The design on the knife's handle. It greatly resembles the special Babbleese species of butterfly. It does, doesn't it? Plus it says right here. This knife is property of the Republic of Babel. Perhaps this means that the knife was used in the crime... Huh? That the knife used in the crime was found right in this room. שזה פה. Are you done investigating? You realize now, don't you, that this girl is the only one it could be? Come on now, along quietly, Yadagarasu, Kate Faraday. You're under arrest for the murder of Manny Kocha. Mr. Edgeworth! Please, you have to believe in me! I didn't do it! I chased the fake Yadagarasu in here! He was all ready! You have the right to remain silent. Everything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Hold it!
I'd like to help you reduce the numbers of mistaken arrests Interpol makes. What is that supposed to mean? I believe I told you that Cave Faraday is not the culprit of this crime. Very well, I suppose I have no choice. I'll show you just how foolish your claims are. Even your police confirmed that Eldegrasso infiltrated the Batley's embassy tonight. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Eldegrasso snuck into this embassy. Furthermore, this girl claims to be at the Eldegrasso. And most importantly, other than her, there was no one else in here with the body. Your reason for suspecting Kay is because you think she's the Eldegrasso. Exactly. But it isn't just me. She calls herself the Eldegrasso. Look! How many times do I have to tell you? I was only out to capture the fake Eldegrasso. Imposter or not, it matters not. A Eldegrasso is a Eldegrasso. Very well. Then I shall prove that Kay is not the Eldegrasso who killed Mr. Manny Kochu. Go ahead and try. Show me what the prosecutors of this country are made of. Okay. The Eldegrasso infiltrated Babel embassy. Utilizing the confusion by the fire, the Eldegrasso snuck into the embassy. Furthermore, this girl comes to be the Eldegrasso. Most importantly, other than her, there was no one else with her in here with the body.
Hold it!
A confusion caused by the fire? Are you saying that the Eldegrasso was not the arsonists who started the fire? A suspicious person in a long coat was spotted in the area. Officers in the area claim to have seen that person start the fire. Sounds like we have a phantom in our midst.
Yeah.
No, wait. Could he be considered the phantom with the way he randomly appears?
Bravo, Kamshu! מה שאני אומר שאינטרסטינג זה שאם היה דגרסו הוא לא ארסניסט, אז זה אומר שזה בעצם שני אנשים שונים.
זה אפשר לעשות תת מימד. מצוין. כן, זה אפשר לעשות תת מימד, אוקיי, זה אינטרסטינג. Start with the base of the neck. The body wasn't burned by the fire. Wasn't badly burned.
Hold it!
I really don't think that being the first to discover the body makes her the killer by default. No, but if you saw the perpetrated Eldegrasso standing in front of the body, wouldn't you get a little suspicious yourself? If it's so, still listen to what the person had to say before I pass judgment. Are you talking about yourself in those times when you were under suspicion? I think the pain of being falsely accused is something you really should experience.
I personally know that feeling really well, sir.
And given my situation, I now know exactly what it's like too. I'm fine with never experiencing it. Ever. Are you done with your little group conference? So Nishina suspects Kay of murder simply because Kay is the Eldegrasso. If I can prove that the Algoritm's cause is not related to the murder, then I may be able to begin with reason. Okay, I see load.
Hold it!
We may have confirmed it, but are you telling me that no one could catch the thief? If so, you're basically admitting that the other Rasu that committed a murder eluded us. Of course, I chased after the other Rasu that entered the Babalinese embassy right away. And that is also why I'm making this arrest right now. Because at the end of my long chase, there was only this girl. In any case, this is what I believe happened tonight. If there isn't a confusion by the fire, the other girls entered the embassy.
Objection!
Nope. Okay. This city. Well, I tried. רגע. מה הבאת ברצח אם היה אש?
Objection!
Nope. Jesus Christ.
Hold it!
Just because she calls herself that, it doesn't prove that she is a killer. No, but it does give her a motive. The other guys is in the card saying, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. Furthermore, there are documents pertaining to some smuggling activity in this room. She obviously wanted to steal them. So she killed Mr. Cochin for the key. I see. Her logic is very sound. Expect nothing less of Agent Lang's secretary. However, that statement just now didn't sound right. It might just be the opening I need. She wanted to steal documents regarding smuggling, so she killed Mr. Cochin for the key.
Oh! אם ככה זה easy! המפתח עדיין אצלו.
Objection!
Agent Shina, I regret to inform you, but there is a flaw in your logic. Oh? Even if you claim that she is the killer and the other Garasu. I'm certain that securing the smuggling documents is not the motive behind the murder. The key to the safe in this room was found on Mr. Cochin's body. Furthermore, the other Garasu would not be so stupid as to leave without the documents. By the simple fact that the documents were still in the safe when we looked, it's obvious that the killer's target was not the safe at all. Then perhaps she didn't know that Mr. Cochin had the key on him.
Objection!
If that's the case, then why would she have needed to kill him? Because I can think of no reason for her to kill him if she had not known that fact. Need reason. All of this is simply our conjecturing after the fact. It's very possible that she accidentally killed him when she was sneaking in. What? That complete nonsense! Perhaps she didn't notice the safe's second compartment before returning the key. But the fact still remains that Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death.
Objection!
But you have no definitive proof it was Kay who committed the act. Actually, I do. I saw her holding the knife she used on the victim with my own eyes. What? Allow me to tell you a bit more about the evidence that will put her away behind bars. How's that, Charles? The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade on the knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon, which the killer was holding. I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. The knife is a part of a special 3-piece set, which has this design like no other. The evidence and testimony, it all points to the girl. There is no counter-argument. That is your definitive evidence? You see now that she's definitely the killer, right? No, Mr. Edgeworth! You couldn't believe me! I saw a suspicious person in a long black coat outside the embassy, I swear! And you came in here because you were chasing this suspicious person? That's right! I ran into the office only because I was chasing after that person. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the lights, but then... Ah! There is Ashina. Who's there? Okay, Ashina. This is... I came to this room upon hearing the girl scream. And when I saw her holding the knife, I immediately restrained her. What? So, the object Kay felt by her feet on the floor was the murder weapon? I had the knife analyzed right away, but we failed to find anyone's prints on it. But the suspicious person in the black coat who came into this room before me... You continue to insist there was such a person. But if there was, where did they go? That... I don't know. But I know they came in here. It sounds like a desperate excuses of a suspected killer. Not a trustworthy testimony. You understand, don't you? We can't trust this girl's words, Mr. Edgeworth. She has a point. Even if Kay's words are the truth, I'm sure that they are with some solid evidence. Mr. Edgeworth, I really didn't. Kay, don't worry. If you didn't do it, then there must exist a way for me to prove that. Still not giving it up, I see. In that case, try to counter my argument, if you will. Don't worry, I can and I will. Go! The knife with the hand is the metal weapon which you came up with. Subtract the knife. Under the slide, use it on the victim. Oh my god, אני אהיה פה עייף. מניח שזה מה שקורה מתי שאני עושה שעתיים של הסטרימים. Knife is a part of a face set. The evidence in the testimony, it all points to the girl, there's no contact.
Objection!
לא. אבל לפחות לא עדיין.
Hold it!
What the freepiece set? Is there really no other like it? Let us put up Ambassador Polino for more details, shall we? The knives are indeed special. They are the butterfly, the symbol of the Republic of Babel, engraved on them. And because there are only 3 of them in the world, they are very, very valuable. The national symbol, huh? Oh, the knives are covered in the butterfly symbol. Along with the Albanian set, our representative countries only have 3 knives each. I see. Are you satisfied now? If so, let's continue. שנייה אחת. אוקיי, חשבתי שרציתי להתעטל שם, אבל נראה שלא. אוקיי. This is what took Mr. Cochin's life. Some of his blood is still on the blade. Wow! I've been a detective for 7 years already. I've seen a lot of weapons in my days. But knives that are used to kill are always the hardest for me to bear. Yes, unlike guns, this is one weapon where you'll likely find the victim's blood on it. Yeah, just like how this one is practically drenched in it, sir? Despite that, it looks like the blood managed to miss the handle somehow. There is a lot of skilled detailing on this handle. It will appear that this handle on the knife is removable. I guess so people can change them whenever they feel like it. Sounds like fun, sir. I don't think the people would remove the handle just for fun, detective. אוקיי, זה סתם בדיחה. Agent Shino's proof is the Babyliss knife that Kay was allegedly holding.
Yeah, so are you going to prove that Kay didn't do it, sir?
If Agent Shino wants to suspect Kay merely because Kay was the only one here, that must show with evidence that Kay couldn't have committed the murder.
But do you have such evidence, sir?
Yes, there is one piece of evidence that seems very unnatural to me. Because Kay was the only one here, I have to show that Kay couldn't do it.
Oh!
And I believe it is my duty to point that out to Agent Shino.
Oh!
Objection!
What? A pestle! זה ליטרלי הפסל, היא אמרה שיותר מעדיפה את הפסל!
Hold it!
No, I believe there is still room for debate, and I'll thank you to not decide that for me. I didn't decide anything for you. I'm merely looking at reality the way it is.
Objection!
Are you sure you're not just viewing the facts through rose-colored glasses? Star Dwarf, I think she's mad at you. Perhaps. Our definitions of reality are a tad different. Are you two done chatting? Okay, my autopsy report. Oh my god, det är så.
Hold it!
You mean to say that it's okay holding the murder weapon with your own eyes? I was also on the search for the Agarasu. When I heard that girl's scream coming from this room, I rushed over straight away. When I arrived, I saw that girl standing there motionless with the knife in her hands. But I already told you! I only came in here because I was also after the other Garasu! The suspicious person I saw came into this room. When I entered, it was pitch black. I felt something by my foot on the floor, so I turned on the lights and then... You found out it was the murder weapon at your feet. How many times do I have to tell you? We can't trust the words of a suspect. The only thing you will accept is evidence, is it? That's the only acceptable way to counter an agent of Interpol on the scene of the crime. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have some kind of evidence that can prove me innocent? I think I do, because there is one piece of evidence I find a bit interesting. I think I need to carefully examine that piece of evidence again. We discovered this trick 7 years ago, and with it we were able to corner Miss You. But who would have thought I'd see this again after all this time? Oh my god! It's not that far-fetched to think that at the end of this key was meant to be a butterfly. The keymaker must have been a true patriot to have fashioned this after the national symbol. My god. This young Garasu's key was originally made to open the safe in the Babonese embassy's secretariat's office. And whilst the blade looks like a simple knife at first glance, when viewed head-on, it's actually the same shape as the second keyhole in the safe. This key was stolen by the Adagarasu 7 years ago from the Cadopian embassy, which suggests that this was made while Cadopia still existed as a country. Wow, is it useless information?
Objection! Objection!
What? What? Never. So the murder weapon was the knife with the butterfly design on it. But is that really the truth? What are you getting at? I'd like for you to take a look at this. There's blood on the blade, and yet there's not a speck of blood on the hand. Oh! הדבר הזה שוב! This signifies that at the time of the crime, a different handle was attached to this blade. The knife that Kay was holding had its handle switched and was in fact not the real murder weapon. Was it the real murder weapon? This knife can be taken apart. Should we give it a go? As you can see, the Babyliss knife has now been disassembled into two parts. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body and proceeds to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly one. Okay! The Alabastiani, Lo Babelian, the Alabastiani, the Perach Lo Parpar. It proceeds to switch the left's original blade with this butterfly one. It was all to create the illusion that Mr. Cochin was killed with the butterfly fin knife. It should clear up any and all suspicions surrounding Kay. זה אומר שהסכין אפילו לא בא מפה! הסכין אפילו לא בא מפה, וקיי לא יכל לגשת לאלבסטון. היא רצתה להגיע לאלבסטון בשביל באבל. Your argument isn't airtight yet. How so? It's possible that the girl herself is the one who switched the handles.
Hold it!
היא לא יכולה באלבסטון. That'd be ridiculous. For what purpose would she do such a thing? I don't care to know how a criminal thinks. The way they view the world is beyond the comprehension of a normal person like myself. Therefore, I won't put anything past them, no matter how odd it may seem.
Objection!
Truth is right there in front of you, and this knife will show you the way. You will come and to see that Kay could not have been Mr. Cochin's killer. Kasemel! What is this mark on here? It's the mark of a flower. I assume you know what this means? No, not really. Butterflies rest on flowers all the time to drink their sweet nectar. And so they do. However, would this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? The answer is clearly not a chance. Now, to prove the relationship between the butterfly and the flower is with this.
Take that!
Can't be serious! It appears that you've made the connection. The flower on this blade is designed after a certain country's national symbol. That's right, the Kingdom of Alabast. In other words, אין שום סיכוי שקיי הייתה יכולה לעשות את זה כי לא היה לה בכלל גישה לאלבאסט. This blade is from one of Alabast's ornamental knives. Ah! Let's go! This part of the knife handle has Babel's national symbol of the butterfly on it. Therefore, it is undeniably Babyliss in origin. But, as we both know, you can't kill someone with just the knife handle. Incidentally, when exactly did the murder occur again, Agent Sheena? After the fire had broken out? That's right. Kay entered the Babyliss embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she had not been to the Alabastian side of the building before that. On top of that, not a single person passed between the two countries during the fire. Which means that Kate could not have transported an Alabastian object over here. This makes it impossible for her to be the true killer. Finally!
Whoop! Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth, sir! What a great victory!
אבל מה הרוצח?
Huh? Hey, why is everyone so quiet?
I'm happy we got this one and cleared Kay's name. But what worries me now is what will happen next.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? An Alabastian knife here? Do you mean, how did it refine its way to the Republic of Babel? It didn't just find its way over. Rather, we should focus how it was smuggled over. You know what? My brain hurts thinking about it while we're just staying around. Thinking while we are on the run. Now that's the way of the real great thief up. That's the way a real great thief operates. Okay. Oh, thanks a bunch, Mr. Edgeworth. For proving me innocent, I mean. You believed in me the whole time, right? Tell me you did. Not really, but... Bruh! Come on, you don't have to be so shy about it.
Oh.
Your argument is still not airtight. Would you care to elaborate? I understand now that the girl didn't commit the murder. However, there is still the possibility that she is the other Garasu.
מי אמר שהיא לא?
Again? Look, how many times do I have to explain it to you? I am the real Yadagarasu. I'm not like that fake one that goes around setting fires, okay?
Oh, arson.
Arsonist. Whether you're the real deal or a fake, it doesn't really matter. All I have to say is this. I have my suspicions that this girl is the one who started the fire.
Objection!
Preposterous! On what grounds do you suspect her of such a thing? The fact that she calls herself the Yadagarasu, that in itself is the most elegant proof. So this is the most affluent. Miss Sheena. Yes? I have no intention of taking back any of what I've said. I am the great thief Yadagarasu. And I refuse to allow some imposter to claim that name as their own. The path of justice that my father pointed me towards, I will walk it the best I can. It's not good to be so stubborn. I hope you can understand that. Thanks a lot for the concern, Miss Sheena. Let me share something with you too. As a token of my appreciation. The sunglasses totally do nothing for you. So I'll steal them from you next time, okay?
Oh my god.
What the fuck? Well, I guess we better get going. Going? To where? To the Kingdom of Alabast! If we don't go, we won't know for sure, right? I suppose not. We won't get anywhere simply by standing here thinking. To see where the Alabast knife came from, I have to pay the Alabastian embassy a visit. Let's go, Miles Edgeworth. As you are my subordinate, I will not tolerate you bringing the investigation to a halt. Understood.
Let's go.
ב-continued, please. יש! To be continued! 2.5 שעות! let's go! אני יכול לדרוך! ייי! אני אעשה את הפרק של היום פה. שילה לנג pushes back. כן, לנג שמה. שכחתי. אז כן, זה הולך להיות הסם של הפרק של היום פה, כי וואו. זה כבר ממש מתחיל לעייף. אז כן! אומייגאד! אוקיי. כאן ירין, פגש בסרטון הבא בשיר, אני מקווה שנהנתם. וירין, אאוט. ביי חברים, מקווה שאתם נהנים.